Empowering by Design with a daily oracle card reading and message for the 30th of March 2011. And with all the threes in our date today, I associate threes are associated with the Ascended Master realm. So I was going to call upon this Ascended Master deck from Dr. Doreen Virtue for today's reading. And let's see, as I shuffled the cards and asked for a message for the YouTube viewers, the card that came out was Open Your Heart to Love. And this is from Jesus. And he's surrounded by all these animals in here. And I don't know if you can see it, but the lamb that's in his arms actually has a butterfly on the end of it, towards Jesus's elbow. I didn't know what that was at first. And then when I looked closer at the card, I realized that it is, in fact, a butterfly. So he's got all of the animals there with him in this beautiful natural background. And the message on the card, and it's interesting how it comes on the heels of yesterday's abundance card, because what we pointed out with yesterday's reading is about having the open arms and being open to receive the gifts of the universe and abundance in its different forms, and allowing heaven to help you with that, with the financial needs. And this card is, the message with this card is that it's about opening your heart to love. And the heart is really the center of receptivity. And it's about being open to sending and receiving love. And that really is the key to the healing of all the situations in our life. And in the booklet, it actually says everything you desire and every prayer that you seek comes as a result of opening your heart to both sending and receiving love. And who better to teach that to us than Jesus, who was truly a demonstration of that in his human lifetime. It says, Jesus and the Ascended Masters will support you in this endeavor, ensuring that you're protected and safe as you open your heart to love. And that's really the key to it, is feeling safe and protected. Because there's a lot of us out there who feel like if we open ourselves up to loving someone again, maybe it's a soulmate love or maybe someone who's hurt us, that we're not going to be safe, that we're not going to feel protected, or that it might happen again. So this is also a message about forgiving, being willing to forgive someone who seems to have hurt you, and about being loving with yourself. If you remember in other messages that we've gotten about love life, which sometimes has to do with romance, but it's also about loving your life in all its aspects. And I think it's kind of interesting here that in this particular card, Jesus is depicted with all of the animals. And, there's been so many of us out there who have been praying for Earth and her peoples, and we probably need to include the animals that have been disrupted as well as part of the earthquakes that have gone on. They're probably stressed out by all this too. But sending love to animals and the natural world opens up your abilities to hear them better and to communicate with them. It is possible, as many of you out there, I'm sure already know, to communicate telepathically with animals. And speaking of which, here comes Stripey, gracing us with his presence. And I think when you open your heart to animals lovingly and speak with them, they do understand what you've been saying. And Stripey's taking center stage as we talk about this message. This is so funny. He's like right in the middle. Come on, baby. Right. But we love Stripey, and I know all of you love Stripey too, including his tail that seems to keep wanting to get into the video here. Anyways, so as I tune into this card, I get that additional message with it, that remembering to love the animals as part of our loving of the earth and what's going on with it right now. But in all ways, as much as you can, open your heart to love. I know in the teaching of Ho'oponopono, one of the things is and Louise Hay was a big teacher of this too, to always be saying, I love you, to yourself and to others. You don't have to do it out loud, but just silently within the context of your own heart. You know, as people are talking to you, just keep telling them, I love you, I love you. Constantly saying that to yourself. I mean, it's really not, it might seem a little bit strange at first, but it's really not, I mean, how bad could it be to you know, it doesn't have any adverse side effects. But it does create some very wonderful, loving, and beautiful outcomes. And it helps you to stay in a more heart-centered space. So, and that's really the key to everything. It's the key to receptivity. It's the key to all the wonderful things that we want to have in our life. So that is our message for today. I hope you have a lovely Wednesday, and I will speak with you again soon. Take care, everyone.